A couple of months ago, a group of Americans claiming to be the best boomerang throwers in the world challenged Australia to international combat. Unfortunately, the Yanks won, and they could have ended the Australian saga, but one man is determined to see Aboriginal and indeed truly Australian expertise gain its rightful place. Kerry Lonergan, a man with a long arm, reports.
This is Bob Burwell, considered by many Australians to be the best boomerang thrower in the world. And to stay at the top, he has to practice several times a week. It's a sport, he says, which is nowhere near as easy as it looks.
The hardest thing is throwing in very windy conditions. If you've got windy, gusty conditions, or even if you've got almost dead calm with a little bit of swirl in the wind, the boomerang won't come back properly.
Bob Burwell comes from a boomerang family. His father Sess and brother Jack are still keen fans of the sport and have been for a long time. In fact, as this film from way back in 1947 shows, Bob Burwell was virtually born into boomerangs.
He shows his children the tricks of the trade, and Bobby, age 3, has the perfect grip. Bobby throws a boomerang and a somersault at the same time. The whole family let their heads go, and if they don't duck, their heads will go. But it's Bobby who's got the game really sewn up, and his system is to hold the boomerang between the first and second fingers and thumb, so that it slips easily from the hand. Slow motion shows Bobby's technique, a 3-year-old with amazing accuracy. These are not native boomerangs, but made from vulcanized fiber by Mr. Burwell on aerodynamic principles.
In the sometimes wobbly world of boomerangs, Bob Burwell has come a long way since that film, including 3 Australian titles. But he's about to face his moment of truth. In a few months, he's off to America to prove once and for all that Australia is still on top, despite claims from the good old US of A, and of all places, Japan.
No, they're not really the world champions totally. They win contests the same as what I do. I'm often called the world champion. In fact, the Americans, when they left last year, gave me public acclaim as being the world's greatest boomerang thrower. But I don't always win at every contest, but I am fairly good, because, as you can see as a result of the trophies there. The Americans also have champions. Al Gerhard's holds the Guinness Book of Records distance throw with 113 metres. I'm only 2 metres behind him with 111 metres, and this is one of the purposes of the trip to America, to try to peg back that 2 metres and crib a bit more.
Well, how do you think you'll go in America?
Providing the conditions are okay, that is, I get around about 5 to 10 miles per hour winds, I think I'll do it, because I know I've got boomerangs that'll do 120 metres, but it's a matter of getting the correct conditions and getting a good throw.
It's a long time. You still get a lot of enjoyment out of it, obviously?
Very much, very much. It's very relaxing to me to get out and throw boomerangs and get them to do just what I want them to do. And I find that's the greatest enjoyment in it. Competition is just something that's come along. You know, I go in competitions because people expect it, but my enjoyment comes from experimenting and getting new features built into boomerangs.
Bob Burwell, best of luck in America.
Thanks very much. Thanks a lot.